Okay, yeah, so thank you very much for joining us. So first question then, why the shift from creative writing to scientific writing?
Okay, well, there are two reasons. It can be very difficult, as with any of the arts, it can be very difficult to make a career out of creative writing,
Hmm.
particularly the area that I'm really interested in, which is prose. Trying to really get a whole career off the ground is not many people are usually able to do that. As I said, with any of the arts, it's the same.
Hmm.
So that's one main reason is because it's of the job security that can be found in the scientific world. And the other reason is purely personal interest. There's Especially with the state of the world at the moment, things are getting worse. Things like climate change and habitat loss, they're really coming now to the forefront of news. And people are becoming a lot more aware of it, and I, I really want to get out there and get stuck in and try to make a difference. And I wouldn't feel happy if I was just sitting around writing all day. It just wouldn't. I wouldn't get that fulfillment.
Okay, that's excellent. Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
So between the creative writing and the scientific writing, then, so obviously you say the scientific writing, or at least the scientific work, gives you more of a sense of fulfillment. But which style of writing do you find more difficult, and why?
Well, actually, I think they're both equally as challenging, but in different ways. I mean, doing the creative writing degree has made me realize how difficult it can be to really perfect your own style of writing
Hmm.
and to get it good enough to be published. It's, a lot of people can write a story, but to do it really, really well and well enough to be published, it takes quite a lot. It takes a lot of work. So in that respect, yeah, I think the creative writing can be very, very difficult.
Hmm.
I struggle a lot more with the scientific writing because I'm naturally more of a creative writer than my mind isn't particularly scientific.
Hmm.
So I struggle a lot more in that way as well. Trying to write a scientific paper is still pretty much beyond me,
Right.
even despite the fact I am doing a science master's. It's yeah, the prospect of writing a scientific paper is quite daunting. I'm much happier just give me a story to write. That sounds great.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I probably agree with you there. And obviously, your story, your creative story, Born Standing, was published in the 2020 issue of Superlative, wasn't it? So
It was,
clearly,
yeah.
your creative writing has been quite successful.
Yeah, I hope so, and I'm hoping to have more success in the future. I've got more stories in the pipeline to
Oh,
hopefully
okay, excellent. Yeah.
submit to future competitions and things like that. So
So you're going to keep writing creatively alongside your scientific work.
yeah, I'd like to. I'd really, really, really like to. Because I mean, writing in a few different styles. It's one of my main passions in life. It's what I really enjoy doing.
Okay, perfect. Oh, excellent. Good. I'm glad you're going to carry on the creative writing alongside your scientific work as well.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, the idea is to keep the creative writing as a sort of side project.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
So it wouldn't be my main career, but if hopefully, I mean, whether I can make some money from creative writing, I don't know, but I would love to be able to. It's certainly something that really interests me, and perhaps even be able to combine the two.
Okay, excellent.
Um,
How could you foresee yourself combining the two possibly in the future?
well, one way of doing that is through persuasive writing. So it's somewhere
Okay.
that's sort of halfway between an academic essay
Hmm.
and something that's a lot more creative.
Okay,
Um,
that sounds really good.
yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things in life that interest me, which I feel quite passionate about, and really want to write about as much as possible. I mean, things like history and religion and culture. I'm fascinated with all those things.
That's perfect. Right. Obviously, best of luck including all of those things in your scientific and creative writing as well.
Thank you very much.